AT&T, Kevin Prendergast, Director of Wealth Management here at the Retirement Network, Leland Smith. I'm recording this video on Monday, November 22nd. We received from the IRS the October 2021 segment rates on Friday. Friday was the 19th. So for many of you, it's the November rates that matter, the November rates that play a role in the calculation of your pension lump sum. So if this month is any indication, it might not be until December 19th that we have the November rates. Now, some folks are fortunate. So here in the Midwest, the union folks are often part of a program called the Midwest program. We also see something called the non-bargained program for some of our management employees. Those two programs allow for in the case of Midwest, commencement can be the exact same day as your retirement date. In the case of the non-bargain program, commencement can be the next day, the day after you retire, the day after your last day with the company. So those folks are fortunate. They can make a decision about commencement with perfect information. So kind of mid to late December, they can make that commencement decision with perfect information. Some folks are in the legacy program, the mobility program, where your commencement date is the first of the following month. You might have to make kind of an educated guess here at the tail end of November. You're going to see the latest rates here in a moment. They picked up quite a bit. So last month, you might recall, I described kind of a 1% impact, meaning if you have a $500,000 pension lump sum, the impact of these rates carrying over from 21 to 22 was about $5,000, round numbers. So about 1% of the $500,000 lump sum. I suspect the impact is higher now, and you'll see why here in a moment. All right, so let's look at the latest rates. Okay. So the first segment is more impactful the older you are. So if you're in your mid 60s, for example, the first segment is probably more impactful on your pension lump sum. Ticked all the way up to 0.87 compared to 0.53 last November. Second segment ticked up to 2.74 compared to 2.31 last November. And then the third segment, which is going to be more impactful if you're like in your mid 50s, for example, 3.16 compared to 3.09. So if you're in a position to commence your pension in 2021, probably makes sense. The larger your pension lump sum is, the more impactful these interest rates are in dollar terms, right? So if you have a pension that's maybe only tens of thousands of dollars or in the low hundreds of thousands of dollars, might be okay to work into December because maybe your paychecks will offset the adverse impact of this pension lump sum, assuming you're in one of those pensions that doesn't allow commencement until the first of the following month. So that's legacy, that's mobility, to my knowledge. Again, if you're in Midwest, you're in non-bargain, some of the pensions that can be commenced on your last day or the day after your last day, you're lucky, you don't have to guess. You can make a decision with perfect information. But if you are one of the folks that has to make a decision as to pension commencement here in November, you have to make a bit of an educated guess. Probably makes sense for you to retire in November, commence December 1st, if you are one of those folks, okay? Otherwise, if you're going to be working into 2022 and beyond, this dynamic will continue to be relevant to you. You do earn pension accruals by continuing to work for the company. So those pension accruals over the course of 2022 may come to offset, some or all of the adverse impact of these rates. And of course, you're continuing to receive paychecks and other benefits too that are highly valuable. Okay, so not the end of the world if you are continuing to work for the company beyond 2021. So a lot of considerations here. There are always special circumstances, edge cases, unique circumstances, etc. If you have some unique circumstances, you have questions, feel free to go to our website, theretirementnetwork.com. There's a scheduling tool there. You can also reply to the email containing this video and schedule a time with one of our advisors. Phone number 630-232-8995 if you prefer to get a hold of us that way. Hope this is helpful. I'll see you next month. Take care. Bye.